This is Harshita Totla from grade 8 from FC batch Dombivli presenting you a presentation on Srinivasa Ramanujan. A quick introduction on Srinivasa Ramanujan. Srinivasa Ramanujan marks their 150th anniversary on December 22, 2012. He was an Indian mathematician. He was largely self-taught. He dropped his college and worked as a clerk in Madras. He attracted the attention of mathematician G.H. Hardy in 1913. Mathematician Ken Ano and his two students had discovered a groundbreaking formula written by Srinivasa Ramanujan by just reading a single paragraph, which will help scientists to study black hole. This formula helps in studying entirely new way which can lead to time travel, gravity and limitless free energy, and all of these are futuristic science technologies. Ramanujan is unlike any others. His work has now been formed the basis of superstring theorems and multi-dimensional physics. Ramanujan's education. As a Brahmin, his mother believed that as the highest of class he should not travel overseas at that time. But Ramanujan, aged 27, went to England in 1914 and spent the next years working with other mathematicians to study formulas at the University of Cambridge. Here is a picture of Ramanujan's graduation. Ramanujan's vision was very important. He had many beautiful ideas which are still to be discovered. He knew that he could take a little more than any other scientist would ever take. Ramanujan made breakthroughs in complex calculations which can be used to study the buffer force buffering away as it slides through the air, or be it the gravitational force of effects on the Earth on a man-made satellite. He had a really early interest in maths. As a child, he was obsessed with numbers and would always think that it had a personality for them. He was also a miracle child, which was only one to survive from all the 4 children of his mother. He used to be so focused in mathematics that he would forget all his other subjects. This is the real interest of maths. What role did Devi Namagiri play in his life? He was a really noble man and insisted that all his theorems were not the product of his own genius but were communicated to him by Devi Namagiri. This doesn't exactly mean that there was other dentists still communicating to him, but he said that it opened an ocean of knowledge like a library. He used to also frame his sentences on the basis of his temper. Some of his very important works include the Ramanujan prime, Ramanujan theta function, Ramanujan identities and Ramanujan status series. Other works include Ramanujan constant, Ramanujan mock theta, Ramanujan prime and identities. One of the most important reasons for his death was he was a vegetarian, and in America he could not find suitable food at all. This was the reason in 1970 he had contracted tuberculosis, but his health improved the next year in 1917. He returned to India. Unfortunately, the next year he died, generally unknown to the world but also known as a mathematical phenomenal genius. Notebooks of Ramanujan has been discovered from the age till his death, and mathematicians are still trying to prove his mathematical formulas correct and trying to understand them more clearer and clearer. Some of the facts of Ramanujan's life are: Ramanujan's life has been released in a Hollywood movie named The Man Who Knew Infinity. The most used theorem of Ramanujan is the theta gamma function, and a note from Ramanujan's book is: an equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God. A quick quiz from my side. Question number 1. Which god did Ramanujan receive the equation from? The correct answer to this is Devi Namagiri. The second question is: which disease did Ramanujan catch? The right answer to this is tuberculosis. The third question is: where did Ramanujan took the job as The right answer to this is Madras. I hope you have got 3 answers correct. If not, try your luck in second question. Which British mathematician attention did Srinivasa Ramanujan catch off? It was D.H. Hardy. Last but not least, who came up with the groundbreaking formula by reading a single paragraph from Ramanujan's book? It was mathematician Ken Ano and his other 2 students. These are the answers. Thank you for listening to my presentation. This was Harshita presenting a presentation on Srinivasa Ramanujan.